Today we will be covering how to install Office 2019 on a Windows machine. Microsoft will no longer be using the MSI installation for the Office products. Instead, they will be using a tool called Office Deployment Tool. This tool will install and configure your installation of Office along with the XML file, the configuration file. So basically it's a 4 or 5 simple steps. I will include the steps in the description below, and along with the links where you can download the deployment tool and the configuration file where you can create your own. So right now I do have it downloaded in here. This is from a previous installation, so I'm just going to delete this. So I'll walk with you step by step. So the first thing, once you go to the Office website, you just type in a quick Google search, and also again I will include this link in the description below. Type in Office Deployment Tool, hit download, and you will see installation file, which is the Office Deployment Tool. So let's go ahead and run it and extract the files. Accept the agreement, hit continue, and we're gonna go to the desktop and hit OK. Now we will see 3 XML files that we don't need because we're gonna be creating our own. So I'm just gonna select this and select this, delete the whole thing, and we're just gonna keep the setup file. So the second step will be is creating the config file. The config file, it's all the configuration for your installation, what kind of application you need to have on your installation, what version of Office 32 or 64. So let's go ahead and start creating the configuration file. Hit create. Okay, so you have 2 options. I'm just gonna go to the 64-bit, and I do have a license for Office Professional Plus, volume license, and also Visio. I'm just gonna select the professional one. I do have a key as well. I'm gonna be typing this one in too. Project, I don't care about this, so I'm just gonna leave it unselected. And over here will ask you which apps you need to include in your deployment. So I will include the OneNote. If you notice here, they only have the 2016. For some reason they don't have the 2019 yet. So I'm just gonna select this and deselect the Skype for Business. I'm not gonna be using this. Let's make this disappear. Okay, and hit next. Language, for me I'm just gonna select English, United States, and select next. Now the recommendation from Microsoft are Office Content Delivery Network. Okay, this is the recommendation. That doesn't mean that you cannot do those other 2 options, whether we have a UNC file or path, sorry, you can select that, or through the System Configuration Manager. For me, I'm just gonna do it online, so it's gonna go to the Content Delivery Network on Microsoft servers, download the files and the installation for my Office. So let's go select next, and over here we'll ask you, oh, is there any previous version of Office? In my case, it's gonna be fresh installation, so I'm gonna deselect that and hit next. Over here, if your network contain like a KMS server, you can keep this selected. For me, I'm just gonna type in the product key over here and select auto activate. So I'm just gonna go ahead and type in the product key. Hold on one second. Okay, I just type in the product key for the Office and the Visio. Okay, so I'm just gonna scroll down and click next. And general information, I'm just gonna leave it blank. Over here, you select the products. I'm just hitting finish and export. So now Microsoft, they start supporting open document format, ODF. So I'm just gonna leave it the default settings, which is just the regular format. So I'm just gonna select this and click OK, and I'm just gonna be accepting the agreement, and I'm just gonna leave the name of the file is configuration. Export. I'm gonna save it into the desktop. So let's see, over here, save. And so we have it in here. So the third step will be is to download the installation file. So we're gonna go to CMD and run as administrator, and we're gonna go to the same location where we saved the setup and the configuration file. So we're gonna go to the desktop, okay, and so now what we need to do is to download the installation file, So we need to, all what we need to do is just type in setup/download, and using the configuration file that we just saved. So sometimes configuration, here we go, you just hit the tab button on your keyboard. This, it depends on your internet speed, because the file size will be like 1.7 gig. So I'm just gonna hit enter, and you'll see it just created an Office folder in here. So I'm just gonna leave it to download and pause the recording and get back to you after it finished the installation. Okay, we're back. So it looks like it finished the installation. We see here the file. We just downloaded the files. It's 1.78 gigabytes. Okay, so the second command will be is setup/configure configuration.xml. So now we will be installing the Office 2019, and also if we open this file, I will have, let me open it just for you so I can show you what's in it. Okay, so this is the key that I type in. You might not be able to see it. This is for the 2019 Pro Plus key, and this is the Visio key also. So I'm just gonna be closing this, and I'm just gonna start the process of installation. So I will hit enter. It's gonna take 2 minutes maybe to finish the installation. So I'm just gonna pause this. Okay, it looks like the installation is done. So I'm just gonna close this and start. Here we go. Here's the Word. Okay, we just opened Word, and let's see. Let's go under account. The Microsoft is activated. Okay, so this is how to install Office 2019. I hope this moved somebody forward, and I would like to thank you for watching. Thank you.